I think it's really nice that you get to the top and they have done a memorial bench for Captain America.
Morning.
Good morning.
It's Friday the 8th of September and we're in the Elan Valley in Wales. We're stopping at the Elan Oaks campsite and we arrived here yesterday and we had a relatively lazy afternoon.
Yeah, we did. We came straight from Newquay, if you've seen the previous video. Stopped on the way to get fuel, dawdled here, got here about 1 o'clock. Just had a lazy afternoon. Bit of a mix-up with the pitch, which we'll tell you about later. After a bit of a lazy afternoon, we came for a walk up to where we're filming the intro now. We did do an intro, but for some unknown reason, the camera's decided to have an epi fit, and it's just gone mad.
He probably didn't press the right button.
Probably, you know. So, I'm going to insert some footage of yesterday afternoon's little walk up to where we are now, and then if you'll... After that, if you're still here, join us for the rest of the day. There's our first dam. Going to go and see if we can get up them steps. Oh, you ready for this? Where do we go now? Up this way. Wow. Go on. So we're here, Cabancoch Reservoir, and tomorrow we're going to get the bikes out and cycle all along the red route there, past that dam there, which is Penny Garreg Reservoir, I guess, and then up to Craig Goch Reservoir up the top there. The dam is 122 feet 6 inches thick at the bottom, 8 trillion billion gazillion gallons.
Gazillion?
At least. That's where we've walked up, but we're going back along the cycle route. There's a sheep.
I can hear it.
It's there, look.
There's the visitor centre. And then there's 2 or 3 ways, beautiful old bridge. And that's where we're cycling tomorrow somewhere.
Oh yes, it's the return of Poppy Cam. We're riding along cycle route 81 along the Elan Valley. This is the reservoir we walked up to last night, and we've come out quite early in the morning. Yesterday when we walked up here, it was just so humid, it was mental, and it's supposed to be even hotter today, so we got out relatively early anyway. I think we left the van something like 9:15 this morning so that we could be back before it got too hot. Just coming up to one of the bridges now. That is absolutely stunning. Again, you can see how high the water can get looking at the marks on the bridge. But it's as still as anything up here today.
You can cycle over and back again.
You can cycle over and have a look, yeah, and because the route goes down that way, doesn't it? Yeah, let's go and have a look over there. Lovely little church there, look. Anyway, yes, as I say, we're going that way and see what we see. I'm just trying to see if the camera will pick up how still that is for the reflection. It is looking like a mirror, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so partly one of the reasons we wanted to come to the Elan Valley, you'll know, certainly you probably watch their channel, Graham and Ellie, Wizard in the Wild. They did an Elan Valley series, maybe last year now?
Definitely last year.
Yeah, definitely last year. And obviously, I've been around here before, pre-YouTube. But it was certainly, would have been last year, I think, when the water levels were really low, and they showed us some of the, you know, old buildings that you could still see the foundations of and stuff like that. And I just found it quite fascinating. I know, speaking to Graham, he was a little disappointed in the fact that the videos didn't do well, because it's an interesting topic and not a scandalous topic, I guess. But truly missed out if you didn't watch that.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're going along, and I'll just spin the camera. You can see the further up we go, the less water is. And then just along the line in front of you there, you can see a fence that obviously is normally buried going along there. And I'm fairly convinced somewhere along here they would have been walking. We knew we were coming to the Elan Valley, but we were going to blag it and follow some of Graham's ideas of maybe doing a inverted fingers wild camp. But I said off grid, yeah. Sorry, Tom.
You know who you are.
Yeah. But I just said to Heather, look, other than the first 2 nights on Anglesey, we've moved every day, and although it's great, it doesn't feel like I've had a break from driving and whatever. Can we just go on a campsite for 2 nights? Have the first day just being lazy. Hence yesterday we did a little bit of filming, but we just sat around. And then this morning we're out on the bikes, as you can see. And
until it's going to get warm.
Until it's going to get warm at dinner time.
Definitely going to get warm.
Then we're just going to get back, have lunch, and we are just going to sit outside the van for 4 or 5 hours, just the phrase tossing it off.
Maybe.
I'm just going to do nothing apart from have a few cold ones. So yeah, that's really why we're here, and also why we need to come back.
And we will.
We will. There's just so much to see and so little time when you've only got a week off. This is our last full week holiday this year as well. We've only got long weekends from now, haven't we? Anyway, moving on.
Yeah.
There's our first sight of another dam. We could not do this without our E-Ranger bikes, I'm telling you that. Okay, the next dam we've reached is the Pen y Garreg. Sorry, Welsh people. 37.2 metres high and 161 metres long. Completed in 1903. Wow. 120 years ago? Yowzers. So this dam is in flow, which is good. We wanted to see that. I know sometimes they're not high enough to let the water out. So that looks lovely. I think you can go across the top of this one as well. It's rare that I say, what an epic view, but I know that phrase is overused on YouTube. But look at that. That is absolutely amazing. You know, I don't know if I've said it, I don't know if the camera is going to pick it up, but if you didn't know that there was water there, over that side there, the reflection is absolutely damn perfect. So we're going to ride along the top of the dam. The cycle route goes on obviously all around this reservoir, but it's onto roads now, so we'll see how we go to how far we actually get before we spin round and get back. On top of this rock here on the fence post, big bird, don't know what it is, taking off now. I don't know, I just said to that on the camera, no idea, it was quite big. Okay, we've come along the road for a fair bit. You do come away from the reservoir, but we've sort of met back up with it. Sort of more its top end really, it's quite narrow there, although you wouldn't want to try and jump it. So we're going to spin round and head back.
We must be here somewhere.
Yeah.
Because obviously we followed the trail.
Yeah.
And then we've come across
The dam there.
The dam there.
That's right, then we went away from the water for
Yeah.
a bit and now we're picking it
So
back up.
we're here somewhere probably.
Who is it, Pop?
Taking a photo opportunity.
Oh, is that what you was doing?
Yes, I was.
Okay, so we're back at the dam. The road wasn't too bad, to be honest. So we're going to go back the opposite way, the other side of the reservoir. So that's the other side we rode earlier this morning. I think it's a nice idea to come back the other way, to be honest.
That's cool, that's through that bit.
It is.
Nice. Get in!
Lie down now. Poppy, sit. Good girl. As Heather's just said, it's lovely and cool this side. Definitely the best plan coming back on the road. We would have been in full sunshine going back the way we came, so I'm glad about that. I think we're just coming down to the first dam that we stopped at, the one that wasn't flowing any water. But yeah, an hour or so ago we were at the other side of that. Stopping to see these carvings. Amazing owls on that one. There's a little otter inside that one there, which is really good. And then obviously an eagle or something there, bird of prey. A fox in that one. And then what have we got down here? Some squirrels in there. And then that one's, I don't know, rooks or something maybe. It looks like there's some more of those carvings as I've got back on the bike. Like stoats or something there. What that one is. They are really good. Otters. Yeah. Ha. Anyway. Getting warm now, viewer. The one of you that sticks with us when we're on the bikes, we appreciate it. Right, excuse the sweaty glow. We've stopped in some shade on the way back. So following on from what we said on the intro about a bit of confusion with the booking. We arrived yesterday, as we said. Nobody on reception. When we booked in, it was all automated. You got a gate code, you booked your pitch. And Heather booked a camper van, grass, maximum 2 people with electric. The choice of no electric wasn't available. It's electric or not. 30 quid a night. Bear in mind, camper van, 2 people maximum, grass pitch. Gets to reception, nobody there. This couple said, oh, we turned up yesterday. There was nobody here either. We just drove and found a pitch. So we followed the signs that said camper vans. Pitched up on the grass, plugged into the electric. Happy days. About an hour later, the man that owned the place comes a knocking on the door.
And told us that we were on the wrong pitch. So I said to, well, Rick said initially, well, there was nobody at reception for starters, and this is what we booked. And he says, well, camper vans are Volkswagen T5s, T6s, and I'm like, well, this is a camper van. He says, it's sold as a camper van. No, I've got these, they're motorhomes. And I'm like, well, they're not, they're camper vans. Anyway, he says, I've got a licence that only allows me a certain size or whatever on these pitches. Well, I didn't say this to him, but if that's the case, it should state on the actual website what they class as a camper van.
Correct.
you'll have to move. They have what they call a is it a CL or CS area just as you go into the campsite, where you can we could have gone to. The problem is because we wanted to stay 2 nights, it was only available for last night, and then we'd have had to move again today. So we're like, well, we're not moving, not doing, you know, we're moving now, moving tomorrow and whatever. Well, the hard standing pitches, which is where you should be because you're a motorhome, not a motorhome, are £5 more. And we just like looked at each other, and he says, let me just check, I'll put you on the other field. And then he's like, oh no, I can't put you on the other field because you're on for 2 nights, so I can't do that. Oh, just go on to a hard standing pitch. And he wavered the £5 extra a night.
What I would say there is, his argument is Volkswagen campervans are 2-berth campervans. Now, they're not, they're 4-berth. You've got 2 in the roof and 2 downstairs. It's a cramp, but I had one, we should know. Ours is definitely only a 2-berth. There's only 2 belts, there's only 2 beds.
And if you go on the Elddis website,
yeah,
I've actually been on the Elddis website since, and I've been on his website since, and it says 2-berth campervan.
Yeah, we're not, I mean, don't get me wrong, we're tongue-in-cheek with this, but the guy was going, if you're going to be pedantic about it, and I dragged off the ferocious dog because for the guy's safety, really, to be honest.
Yeah. I didn't get my phone out.
Yeah.
What Elddis say it's called.
But afterwards, it was quite funny. I did put a post on our Facebook group, and yeah, Heather got pedantic on there. The guy even said to me, which I just ignored, you can't argue with an owner, let's face it, he owns the place, but he said to me, yeah, Volkswagen campervans are only 1.5 tons. And I thought, okay, well, that's wrong, because if you know anything about VWs, they start off being a T26, a T28, a T30 and a T32 if you want to be pedantic. 26 is 2.6 tons, 28 2.8, 30 3 ton, 3.2 3.2 ton. You get the idea. Ours is a 3.5 ton, so his argument about weight was just pointless. But anyway, it's a lovely site. The guy's got the arse with us, there's no doubt about it. We got to the barrier this morning and he just ignored us. But hey.
And you also asked him about where the Elson point was.
Yeah, there's 6 of them. Anyway, we can laugh about it, but we're not slagging the site.
No.
It's a
and he's probably lovely with other people.
Yeah, he just got the on.
He didn't win. He didn't win his £5 a night argument.
No.
The thing is, if we'd have arrived, we said this morning. Had we arrived and there'd been someone on reception, and they'd said to us,
"You've booked it wrong."
You've booked it wrong.
He'd have got his extra money.
I'd have probably said, "Oh yeah, here's the £5 a night extra,
exactly.
To go on a hard stand." I mean, the hard standing pit. I mean, they're brilliant. They've got water, grey waste.
Again.
Well, even the grass ones.
Even the grass ones are. The site is.
They've got a satellite connection. They've got a Freeview connection if you've got your aerial cable and all this sort of thing. So it's actually not a bad price at all.
No, it is.
But he does have a captive audience because he's the only one right in the Elan Valley.
Yeah, and again, I will show you the site. It's a beautiful site. We're not slagging it off. We're just saying, if people are going to be pedantic with us, we're not going to go, yes, sir. I'm not. Well, certainly Heather's not. But I'll show you the site anyway. You
were wavering.
I just wanted a peaceful life. I was just going to go, look, mate, sorry, but the barky dog wasn't. Anyway, I'll show you the site when we get back. Just coming back to the dam now, nearest the campsite. It's where we did the intro this morning, and where we walked to last night from the site. Right, here we go then, with your cycling based quick site tour. Obviously entrance is by a code, as I've said, that you get emailed, and here we go. So on your right hand side, this is the little CL that had got too many vans on yesterday. We couldn't go on there. It's full tonight, so we could have had one night there. That's got its own little washroom there, you can see, with all the facilities needed. The main Elan Oaks site starts now. Motorhome service point to your right there. All individual pitches, all fully serviced. There's the grumpy owner. There's information there. Your rubbish here. And this is the reception block. So this is where you get greeted when you first come in, or not. And these are all the hard standing pitches. £35 a night we should have paid on there. I'll show you the washroom block in a moment. Tents to the right down there, and we're over here, you can see there. However, yesterday serviced grass pitches is what we booked, so we drove down here and we parked up on this bit of grass. I'll just show you that. It's pretty simple really. It's very empty today. So yesterday when we arrived, I drove on here and I parked here. Oh no mister, you can't park there. So I had to get all my stuff packed up and drive off this part. And move to the next part. I cannot see the logic in it, but there you go. Anyway, as I say, I will show you around the block in a minute. It's very, very clean and tidy. But that concludes your site tour. Back to the van. So this is the shower block. Really clean, modern and lovely. Showers that side, toilets that side. Urinals behind me you don't need to see, do you? And yeah, lovely showers. There you go. Right, so there is the reception that's never open. Just walk round the block. Excuse the squeaky feet, just been for a shower. There is a bike come dog wash area here. And then round here there's a laundry. See, all metered. Pot washing in there. As I say, it is lovely and clean. Brand new though. There is CCTV cameras everywhere. Big brother is watching.
Morning!
Morning!
It's the 9th of September. We're leaving Elan Oaks campsite.
Yeah, we have one more day left on this holiday. So we're back off to England. Going to do a pub stop over tonight, so catch us on that one. Hope you've enjoyed this video. It's a really fast ending because we're running over time and it's too long really, but I couldn't chop anymore. Goodbye. Join the Facebook group. Ta-da.
Bye bye.